Lee's boxing truth. Canelo says he knocks out Andre Ward. Come on, Canelo. Come on, Canelo. You need to stop that cap. Because you know, and I know, that you ain't knocking out no Andre Ward. Point blank, period. I know your fans done gassed you up, got you all hyped, feeling like you just can't be stopped. Well, let me tell you something. Don't mention somebody like Andre Ward, because that's like your kryptonite. Just like Mayweather was your kryptonite and everybody says you got better. You got better at probably with other fighters. Let me tell you something about Andre Ward. Andre Ward don't know how to lose. Never ducked, never will. He's in retirement, mind you, so he don't have to take this fight. But if you keep on mentioning his name, believe me, if the money's right, he'll get out there. And he'll take you to another boxing lesson. I know for sure you're not knocking him out. I know that. He's too skilled for that. You're not going to be able to do that. Anything you got for him, he can counter. And any trainer you got doesn't have the mindset to beat on Andre Ward. It's hard for you to beat somebody who haven't lost. And the closest time he did lose, or what they thought was a loss, he came back and finished the guy. You can talk about how he don't have power and how this and how that, but at the end of the day, if he outpoints you, he outpoints you. And the only way, I know you're not knocking him out. But you need to stop telling these fans like you can knock out Andre Ward, because we know that ain't true. True boxing fans know that ain't true. So just get ready for the Caleb LaPlante fight, and maybe maybe you might knock him out, maybe, because they're testing. Just in case you didn't know, they're testing. I don't want to hear nothing about no tea. I don't want to hear nothing about no tainted meat. We don't want to hear those excuses no more. Come in to fight clean or don't fight at all. In the U.S., that's what we expect. We want clean boxing. So, let me tell you, Canelo fans, Canelo's one of the best. But y'all need to calm down and tell Canelo to chill, talking about he gonna knock Andre Ward out. You talking about a gold medalist. You talking about a fighter that haven't lost since he was 12 years old. Haven't lost since he was 12 years old. Fought everybody. Nobody can bring up a name that Andre Ward didn't fight. Matter of fact, I challenge somebody to bring up a name that Andre Ward haven't fought that was in his way. Because he tried to make the Triple G fight. We seen that. We seen a lot of ducking and dodging on that Triple G fight. So, yeah, like I said, Canelo, you crazy, man. You loco, man. Come on, amigo. Andre Ward is not what you want, man. Andre Ward is not who you want. That'll be your worst nightmare. Your foot movement will be lost. Your foot movement will be lost. You'll get confused again. Then Andre Ward might start doing what Mayweather did and start walking you down, but worse. Because he's gonna know every little default of him. Ain't too many blemishes that you can find on Andre Ward, but I know he knows blemishes on every fighter out there. Guy doesn't know how to lose. And one thing about him, with his age, he hasn't took that much punishment. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do none of the activities, parties, or none of that stuff. So when he's a true 168 pounder, you're not knocking him out. But stop mentioning Andre Ward's name. Don't mention his name unless you're really putting in an offer to fight him. And if he's putting in an offer to fight him, it's up to Andre Ward. Now, if Andre Ward says he accepts the challenge, my money's on Andre Ward. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. You, Canelo, you haven't proved enough to me. I seen Billy Joe outboxing you, and I still see people outboxing you. Yeah, you can stop him. But what if you can't stop him? What happens then? Andre Ward don't have no little baby chin, so you're not going to be able just to knock him out like you do everybody else. Some people just can't get knocked out, and he's one of them. Lee's Boxing Truth. Like, comment, subscribe.